Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is part 2 to your personal reading. Sorry about that, my phone died. Where we cut off, I was just blabbing about how awesome my job is that I created for myself, my styling job. And I was going on about it because I want you to know that you can do it too. You know, if this is really what you desire, and like, you can set this intention. And look, there's this fulfillment card coming out. I mean, this is such a just flat on, straight out message for you. I mean, it's just so spot on. It says fulfillment. But for right now, there's no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. So what I'm seeing here is this move that you you made to Spain. You know, is this an alignment for you? The answer is yes and no. I think there's some people you're meant to connect with here. It could possibly be one of the main reasons you're here. Maybe there's some really important people from your soul family you're supposed to connect, certain lessons that are supposed to happen in this place, certain opportunities that are going to come to you that are meant for you. But they're saying there's somewhere else that's meant for you. And I'm feeling like this, I don't know, it's like there's a place out there for you that's like home. And like when you go there, it might be somewhere you've never been before. When you go there, you're going to feel like, this is where I belong. And you might even just impulsively move there. I feel like that's the kind of person you are. Maybe that's how this move just kind of came about. Like maybe it was a little impulsive, but they're saying it's a transition in your life and you do have a bright future. And so right now you've got these root chakra issues, and so you're feeling very insecure and unsafe, and you're having a hard time finding a home. But you need to find home within yourself before you can manifest your house and your home on the outside. Does that make sense? And I think that yeah, you're gonna find your home, but this place is home for now. And so they're saying, like, just rest for now, stop and take a break. Like, you're meant to kind of rejuvenate here and, you know, to find peace here. And there's like an energy that drew you to Spain, and it's healing. It's like a healing light for you. So I'm kind of jealous. I want to live in Spain. I'm gonna manifest that. How to move forward. So how can you move forward with all this said and done? All of this stuff right now we just went over. How can you move forward? And it's really beautiful. You know, this card is saying that the old must be released so that the new can enter. And even though there's some stuff you gotta mourn and a little bit of healing work that needs to be done, there's this beautiful omen being represented by this lotus flower that's saying, out of the mud and out of the muck grows the beautiful lotus, and that's you. And I love what the guidebook says about this card, so I'm just gonna read it to you. I feel like I need to hear this message right now. Like this card, I don't know, it's really, I'm feeling a lot of energy off it, and it's really resonating with me. So the guidebook, I love this deck, by the way. Like, definitely, you know, this might be a good time for you to grab a deck, and this is a really good one to start with. I would strongly recommend this deck, because out of all the cards here that I've been reading off of, this deck has really just been speaking to me. So it's really affordable, and like, I believe they have it in many different languages. So Doreen Virtue's Goddess Guidance deck, check this out. I would recommend this to you for kind of what you're going through right now. It's very gentle and very, like, you know, it has like easy does it, and like, you know, you're really good at helping people. And I don't know, if you're intuitive, which I feel like you are, after a while the cards just really start to speak to you. They're super easy to read with. So this says, so it's kind of like a little message from Kali, from this goddess, and it says, I sing praises to those whose hearts accept the universal order, which only appears to be chaotic and ever-changing. In actuality, everything is designed down to the smallest detail to be in perfect operation. The dance of the universe is a happy one, with energy swirling and twirling in a never-ending celebration of life itself. Join this dance, dear one, and enjoy the remarkable journey of the weavings of the story of your life. Oh, I love that so much. Do not fear what appears to be a change or a loss. It's only the transitioning orbit of energy interplaying with you and your loved ones. Embrace it as evidence that you're alive. Embrace your deepest emotions as a signal of your true human essence. And I'm going to pan the camera over this so you can screenshot this, because you should read this over and over and over. Like, this is the message for you right now. This is what you need to hear, I feel, out of this whole reading. You know, this energy that's transitioning, you know, with you is just, it's evidence you're alive. You got to learn how to embrace the light and the dark. We're living in this world, this place of opposites, you know. You've got dark and light, you've got hot and cold, you've got up and down. So there's going to be contrast in your life. And rainbow harmony, my whole concept here, it's about being able to kind of roll with the punches in life and being able to find balance and peace no matter what life sends your way. And so you're coming to this new level of mastery. You're learning how to master, you know, the endings and beginnings and the transitions, because all of life is just a transition between endings and beginnings, if you think about it. And so, you know, endings are hard and beginnings can be hard too, but also exciting. And then transitions are hard too, because like you're in between things. And so it's like life's always going to be hard, but you're always in between things, and you're having this tremendous change. And so it's really just about like kind of mastering the cycle, getting in the flow with your life. And this is saying to honor and respect your path. Respect every single thing that's happened to you, every experience you've had. And the unconditional love card is jumping out at me to say, like, you know, have love for yourself, and anything that's gone down, just embrace it and realize life's gonna deal you some crazy cards sometimes. And it's really not about what happened or why or how, the whys and wherefores. It's more just about like how you're gonna use that experience to move forward. So how are you going to use this to move forward? You know, move forward in respect for yourself and, you know, this divine dance that you're in here in this world. So the last set of cards is the advice for you. Not like you need any more advice at this point. You've already had an Aquarius going off on you for like an hour now. This is like part 2. Not like you need any more advice, but this is just to wrap it up for you. You know, maybe the final advice on how to help you get out of your cave right now, because you're ready to get out there and party and celebrate and have fun. You're young, you still have a lot of life left in you. It's time to get out there and enjoy your life. If you're confused on how to move forward right now, you just need to make yourself happy. You need to get grounded. You need to, you know, have more sensual experiences in this world. You know, paint, take long baths, go on nature walks. If you have this time, utilize it. You know, I know you feel like you want to work and you want to put your energy into really getting this project off the ground, but you need to get you off the ground first. Or wait, actually, we need to get you on the ground. We need to get you out of your head and out of all those scattered thoughts and into actually enjoying and embracing your life. Because what you need to do is get in alignment. Clear out your root chakra and come to that balance and peace, because that's like the sweet spot. When you find that, that's when you end up becoming a magnet and attracting things into your life. So the advice is right now, you know, after you get grounded, you need to start thinking about what skills you need to develop in order to move forward. Because I feel like you do need people in order to move forward to help you with your project, and that's going to come. But there are actually some skills that might seem intimidating to you involved with this project that you might actually be able to learn yourself. And so start studying it and become a student. And like, there's so many workshops out there now online. I mean, I'm loving the internet these days. You can really learn so much. I do workshops for tarot and for like all the time. Like, I've learned so much, and I do workshops for fashion and for like marketing training and business, and it's just amazing. So start getting into that. And once knowledge is power, like once you start learning more and you can start developing these skills, you're going to feel more confident in yourself and like what you have to offer. And you've already done a lot of this, I'm feeling into, but the biggest thing for you right now is like, I feel like another big blockage just keeping you from moving forward is like if you feel like you need permission, you know. And I have to tell you, on my path, no one came along and told me like, all right, Promise, now you're ready to offer intuitive readings. Now you're able to charge money for this. Now you're ready, you know, to go for this. Or, all right, Promise, now you're ready to, you know, be a fashion stylist. Like, I just kind of had to pull up my inner strength and take a risk and like put it out there. And I feel like that's kind of what you're going to have to do in the near future. You're just going to have to take a risk, and you're going to have to put this out there. And, you know, you're never going to feel ready. And that's what I feel like a lot of college students who just graduate have problems with this. You know, you feel like that degree is going to make you feel ready, but then you realize it doesn't. It's just a piece of paper, and like you're going to have to be the one that pulls up your inner strength and that like puts yourself out there and actually does something with it. And so I feel like this is what you're going through right now. Like, you just need, you know, they're saying cycles and rhythms. You need to honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. So like, get grounded, you know, get your self-esteem, like, spend time like nurturing your inner child, and doing little things that make you happy, and like, you know, whatever, making pottery or picking flowers or dancing or doing your makeup and going out with the girls and getting drinks, or whatever it is like that you need and you're craving, a vacation. If you just need to stay in bed for like a week and just like do nothing, or maybe research, do workshops or something. Whatever you need, you have permission here to meet your needs, and to make yourself happy. I'm sorry, I'm gonna turn this music off. Yeah, and to make yourself happy here, like, this is what needs to happen. Like, I feel like you're very hard on yourself, and if it seems like I'm going off on you in this reading, because I feel like I've been like really tough and I've like really been preaching it, I think it's because you are so close to having this breakthrough, and you've already, you know what, the hardest part of this journey, like, you already passed it. I really actually do feel like it's all downhill for you. The hardest part for you was just to make that decision to quit your job and to take this risk. Now you're just like recovering a little bit, you know? It's natural. You're going to need time to adjust to this new period in your life, and don't be hard on yourself for taking so long. This card's coming out again, you know? Don't be hard on yourself for taking so long. It takes longer than you'd think, you know? I really thought I'd have, you know, more going for me in my fashion business years ago, because I've been working so hard. But yeah, it took me a good 10 years in order to start making money doing my styling, and now it's good. But it was hard at first, like, you know, not really knowing and like having to keep going for so long. I don't think your path is going to be as long, but yes, you're going to have to put yourself out there, and yes, you're going to have to be willing to take risks, and be willing to have faith that you're going to make abundance doing this and what you love. And so the last card is this one, and I'm like, it's not very pretty. So I'm like, I don't want to leave you with this message, but I feel like this is the advice that's coming out for you. And so I actually feel like this card has a really beautiful meaning. It's like you're freeing yourself from what's binding you. If you can clear out this root here, you know, and really let go of being, you know, all these thoughts that are holding you back and these fears. And it's really cool what the book has to say about this. They're saying, you know, you need to stay the course. You don't need to take any big action right now. It's just about grounding, making yourself happy. Like, if I was to give you any advice on this whole thing, it would really just to be like to find a way to enjoy your life now, and to really just be in the moment every day, and, you know, take a little walk, you know, to the coffee shop around the corner, and dress up a little bit, and, you know, be open to new connections, and just see where the magic of life wants to take you. When you start going with the flow, beautiful things really start to happen. You don't have to control the situation here. Let go of control, and like, you're safe within the arms of the divine. You're safe within the arms of the universe. And I'm gonna read this to you. I'm feeling like an intuition to read this to you. Like, the guidebook says for this card, in this card, the woman is safe where she stands, although she doesn't know which way to go. This could be an initiation test, a prelude to trusting intuition or others who may guide her. But for now, this card is saying that there is no need to make a decision or change. Get more information or let things evolve for a while, and then one will know which way to go. Although things may seem futile at present, the way will become clear. There is no need to struggle or make a hasty decision or choice. Instead, stay the course, and as things unfold, one will be able to discern the best path to take. Patience is implied with this card, knowing that there is light after the storm, and current confusion will soon pass of its own accord. With attention to detail and gathering information, current difficulties will be overcome. Time is needed to resolve a situation or find an answer to a dilemma. Sometimes this card can relate to time needed to recover from illness. So yeah, like, that's the vibe I'm getting. It's like, you need time here. You need time. And like, emotionally and everything, like, you know, after getting out of working like in the system, and you actually were in a really beautiful country because you're coming from I think you said Stockholm to Spain, and so, or wait, no, Copenhagen, that's right. So you're actually not, it could be worse, I guess, where you're coming from, but you know, coming from working for other people and being under that pressure is so difficult. And then all of a sudden you're like just by yourself, and like you're working for yourself. And so you have to cleanse yourself from like these energies that were affecting you for so long. Because like, I am feeling the energy like that, whatever that job was, it was very demanding. You had to give so much of yourself. And so like, don't be like, you know, don't feel like, you know, like you're being too much of a burden here, like to not move forward so fast. Like, take the time you need to chill and relax. And, you know, it could take time. Like, maybe it's been a couple years or months, and you're feeling like by now you should have already had your business, and maybe you have this timeline, but just let that go. Throw that out the window and go with the flow and see where life wants to take you right now. It's really cool, like, what happened with me in my business. You know, I set these intentions, I went with the flow, I worked hard, you know, I followed my guidance, but a lot of stuff just came to me. The right people, the right connections, the money, the means, everything came at the perfect time. You know, the right jobs, the right relationships, everything, like, came to me, like, divinely and synchronistically. And when I look back, I'm just like, wow, it was such a miracle. So the hard part of this journey is already over. You already committed yourself to this path, and you know, you know that saying, leap and the net will appear. Well, you've made the leap, and the net's appearing. It's appearing, and so maybe it's coming into focus right now, the net, you know. But you gotta have faith, and I love what this card is saying for you. It's just saying, maybe this is part of your initiation, you know? This is your initiation to this path. You know, like, you're being tested a little bit here. You're learning how to have patience through this process, and you're learning about the cycle and the flow of your life, because everyone's life has a very unique cycle and flow. And that's something I realize, just in relationships. Like, my partner, like, his cycle is so different than mine. Just like what he goes through in his life, and like, he's like very slow, and I'm, I don't know, my animal totem is a hummingbird, so I'm just like fast and like intense, and like, I make changes quickly, and like, so it's just interesting, you know, you got to figure out what your flow is here, what the rhythm is here with what you're going through. This period might last a while, and you might have to be okay with that, because it wants to teach you something. And I feel like the most successful people in life, in my opinion, at least successful people I've met in my path, they are people, I believe, who have really learned how to master the transitions in life. Because like I said, all of life really is just a transition between these endings and beginnings. So if you can master the transitions, like all these times in between, you're mastering a huge majority of your life. And so a huge lesson in your life is going to be all about mastering this part. Get used to it. Get used to like this, how uncomfortable it is, because, you know, guess what? Everything on this planet is always growing and evolving and changing. Look around at everyone. We age, we grow, we change, we evolve. Look at the plants. Nothing is immune. So you're part of this. You're part of this cycle of life. And it's going to be uncomfortable. Change and growth, a little uncomfortable. But start to embrace it. Like, you know, I just feel like the biggest advice that's coming out for you to wrap this up is about enjoying, like, where you're at right now. I keep going back to this image of this little girl here just like picking flowers. Like, I feel like, you know, maybe as a child you had to grow up really fast, and maybe this time in your life is a gift, you know. Eventually you're gonna get this. This is what you want, you know, but when you have this, you might miss this. You might miss this time right now that you have alone. You know, grass is always greener, is something that they're saying. You know, I love being in a relationship, but, you know, sometimes, like, I look back and I had some really fun memories being single, and, like, you know, it was a fun, crazy time. And so I feel like you can have a good time on your own here, and you know, let your playful side out right now, and let this path unfold. So I hope that this message resonated with you and whoever else happens to watch this, because I've been noticing my personal readings have been really popular lately. A lot of people like kind of watch these. So shout out to all you silent lurkers out there. I know you're out there. Leave me a comment. Let me know what's up. And feel free to hit me up if you, you know, you want a personal reading. Check out the description below. I hope that this reading resonated with you. I'm sending you a big hug and lots of love and light. Peace out.